Hello and welcome to our Hawk video. I'm your host Cewis and I'll be taking you through some tips and tricks for Hawk and the best way to play it. Hawk is a recently released robot that was built to be the anti-Titan. It has the same weapon slots as Natasha, to be specific, too heavy and too light. Also, when using its ability, it blocks damage by 85% and returns damage by 40% to the robot hitting it, kind of like a leech ability. It has 75.8k health and its speed is 33 kilometers per hour. Its ability has a 20-second cooldown. When using the ability, it flies into the air and transforms itself into a weapon. This weapon is an energy weapon, so it can pass through energy shields, but cannot pass impenetrable shields, physical shields, and Aegis shields. The ability range is 500 meters. Also, the inbuilt weapon also ignores the enemy's resistance. It will be easy to take down Fenrir, Phantom, Mender, Falcon, and others. The damage of the Hawk's transform ability will also vary depending on what weapons you put on it. For weapons, I recommend 2 Ember and 2 Blaze, because these weapons can go through physical shields, so you have a higher chance of defeating an Arthur. I also recommend 2 Dragoon, 2 Marquess, because they will do a higher ability damage than Ember and Blaze, and is also the good setup I'm going for. Another setup is Nucleon and Quarker, though those will be harder to get. For passive modules, I would go perhaps 1 Anti-Control and 2 Overdrive, depending on if you have the legendary pilot. Another good passive module setup is to go 3 Overdrive, or maybe 2 Overdrive and 1 Last Stand. For active modules, I would recommend Deathmark or Phase Shift, and maybe Shield Breaker and Quantum Radar to get to those robots you normally can't. For Hawk, there is only 1 legendary pilot for it at the time that we release this video, so I would recommend you get it. The pilot ability makes you invulnerable to suppression and lockdown effects, so this will help a lot against Cerberuses and Nightingales. If you play free-for-all, then I recommend using Hawk first, because that may be your most powerful robot. Spawn it first so you can get some kills early on. I also find that Falcons and Fenrirs are spawned first in free-for-all. Your ability can ignore defense so you can go get some kills. Also remember it's free-for-all, so if you get some kills, then you die, you can always spawn your Hawk back in for the Titans. If you play Beacon Rush or Domination more often, then I would recommend you spawn your Beacon Capture first, and spawn your Hawk in when the Titans come out. Same with Team Deathmatch. One downside to the Hawk is that it can be hit in the air, which means a leech can use its ability against you. Also, Cerberuses can hit you. Anti-Control or Hawk Pilot will help with suppression or some other effects. The Hawk ability can kill a leech even when it leeches you, because it reflects damage as well. You should try to avoid any robot unless you think you can take them out when your ability is still cooling down. You should also watch out for Ravanners because they can wait out your ability by going into Transcendence mode. Also Scorpion, which can teleport to you behind cover and take you out while your ability's not charged yet. In a 1v1 situation in any mode, just make sure there is no cover for your enemy to hide behind. Fly up and kill them, and don't afraid to charge a Fenrir. Just make sure there is no cover around it for it to hide behind. Sometimes an enemy might run to cover and wait out your ability, depending on the robot and robot's health. You should be able to charge them since you have 2 heavy slots and 2 light slots. The Hawk will be more vulnerable without its ability, so be careful. Thanks for watching this video. I know that the majority of people don't have Hawk since it's a hard robot to get. Even if you don't, I hope you find some weak points where you can take it down. Please consider liking and subscribing and sharing your thoughts in the comment section below. See you
next time.